What's up, everybody? Hope all of y'all are doing undeniably fan-frickin-tastic out there. It's Monday, and you know what that means. It's vlog day once again. Got my co-host taking a nap over here. Hello, Maverick. You know. Alright, take a nap. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Okay, lay down. Alright, so. Yeah, hope all my viewers had a very good Christmas yesterday. Hope my viewers out there had a very holly jolly Christmas, had a very good holiday season. Hope my viewers out there enjoyed Christmas week this year for SSP. But, yeah, your boy still the CMW Evolution Legacy Champion for those of you that turn into the Christmas special. I was able to beat Rocky Siaki, even though the ending kind of got a little hairy. I went back and I looked at the footage. Yeah, Rocky totally kicked out of 2, but the ref counted 3 anyway. Go figure. But the match did get restarted, and I was able to beat him legitimately that time. So, yeah. Gonna be reading out of this, reading my notes out of this book, because I got a lot to talk about today. But yeah, I didn't get this book for Christmas though. My Christmas was very memorable. This year's Christmas was very good, very good indeed. What did I get for Christmas though? Let's see here. I got a electric blanket yesterday. It's in on my bed right now. I used it last night. It was good. I got this here Polar Express mug. Alright. I got these elf socks, Will Ferrell elf socks. Definitely going to be wearing these next year somehow. And I don't know what it's going to look like, but come 2023, SelfStandard, he will be getting a new look. He's been wearing the same jacket and the same pants for long enough now, dagnabbit. Time for an update. Not a hat though, I kind of like that hat. Got this Doctor Strange Supreme Funko Pop. And I got this cool nifty portable Bluetooth speaker. Definitely going to be using this when I go work out more. So, yep. This year's Christmas week content, it's now in the books. As far as the content itself goes, I kind of liked it. I kind of liked how this year turned out. One thing I am kind of disappointed though is that, like, as far as viewership goes, like this year it has been, I just gotta call a spade a spade. This year has been bad. Yeah, viewership this year, it has been terrible. Okay, and I checked. I tried comparing it to the past. Like, just yesterday's Christmas special alone got 19 views. Last year, it got about 115 last time I checked. So that is a very drastic decrease compared to last year. Same thing with the Halloween special this year. Yeah, same thing with the Halloween special. This year's Halloween special, it was the lowest viewed Halloween special ever. Ever. It's only like 40 something views, dagnabbit. So that was annoying as heck. Where's my... Oh, there it is. I'm sitting on it. But yeah, as far as subscribers go and viewership goes, this year I dropped the ball somehow. I don't know what the heck went wrong. It might just be bad luck, bad uploads, I don't know. I mean, I kind of regret what I said a couple months ago about saying, what the heck am I going to do with clout? I can do a lot with clout, okay? I can. But I guess it's just the timing of it, you know. But I'm not here to talk about clout today. I'm not going down that rabbit hole right now. Still, though, as far as content goes, I did enjoy the Christmas week content. I did. It was still fun. Regardless of the viewership, it was still fun. But anyway, last night before I went to bed, though, as I was getting my points to talk about in this vlog, it became clear that, believe it or not, this is going to be the last vlog. This is going to be the last vlog of 2022. Like, next Monday is 2023. Holy moly. Wait a minute, when's the 31st? 31st is Saturday. Okay. That means that next Monday is January 2nd. Alright? So, the more I was thinking about it, every single month of this year was memorable. Every single month of this year was memorable. Like, this year really sent me to Suplex City. It did. Like, this year rocked me mentally, emotionally, and psychologically. This year I lost friends, I gained friends, I had experiences that I never thought I would have imagined. But I remember at the beginning of the year, I said this was going to be a new year for a new chance, and yet it's been, I was given a chance, and I may have dropped it in one area, but I picked it up in another. I remember when I came back, because I moved away from my house back in August 2021, and I stayed gone for about 5 months. Came back in mid-January. When I came back in mid-January, I remember doing that vlog, and I said that I don't want it to feel like home. And guess what? Over the past year, it hasn't. It hasn't. Not a home that I've been used to anyway, because of all the drastic changes that's been going on. Wow. Like, let's just start from January 1st, alright? This year really picked up momentum the very day it started. January 1st, 2022. That was my first ever non-wrestling date with Queen Enterprises. Me and her went to go see Spider-Man No Way Home. After that, went to American Pro Wrestling, had that match with Dusty Money. After that match was over with, I ended up going to a Denny's for the first time. And I'll never forget that Denny's date. Goodness gracious. I had 2 double berry pancakes. She had a T-bone steak. Also with my pancakes, I had a couple sausage links, and she stole one of my sausages. I'll never forget that story. Also during the movie, she kept stealing my drink, and I kept stealing hers. Queen, love you. Can't wait to see you in the new year again. But, yeah, also in January, I came back home. I was able to get some stuff prioritized. I got my house straightened up and organized, and I was able to get a new room. And the room I'm sitting in now, that's the... I extremely like that room compared to my old one. But upon returning, I was very confused about what my future with Queen Enterprise would look like. And I was honestly scared, to be honest. Like, I didn't think that I was going to be able to see her again. Because where I was before I left, I was a lot close. Alright, look, here's Queen right here. This is me. Where I was a lot closer to her right there. But now, I'm a lot further. I'm a lot further. Alright? But one thing to remember is that absence makes the heart grow fonder. And ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? But, I was actually told that it wasn't believable that I could have been able to make it work. But yeah, I was able to make it work, and now, not only has the distance been a non-factor, now she herself has been able to come to me. Like, she's been down to my city plenty of times now. So that is a very good blessing right there over this past year. Back in February, my hatred for Valentine's Day was broken. I was actually able to go on a Valentine's Day date with my actual girlfriend. I was actually able to go to Golden Corral for a Valentine's Day date. Back in March, I was able to get hired by a grocery store. My first Toby trip was booked for that month. My first Toby trip, it was Toby taking me to see Queen Enterprises, and that was lovely. And that trip would have been the first of many more to come. And Toby, I love you. Toby, you have been a very good individual for me this past year, and I greatly appreciate it. I sincerely appreciate it. Toby, you my dog, man. I love you. Alright, so anyway, it was also back in March where I was able to make my return to Myrtle Beach after about a 9-year hiatus. Hopefully I get to go there again this year, but if God's willing, of course. If I do get to go back to Myrtle Beach again this year, I don't want to swim, dagnabbit. Also, I remember when I left Myrtle Beach, every time I used to go to Myrtle Beach before this year, before 2013 and prior to that too, anytime I was going to be in Myrtle Beach, I was always afraid of one of the haunted attractions down there. Like, you got Ripley's Haunted Warehouse, and then you got the Nightmare Haunted House, like, down the road from it. But I was actually able to walk inside that one. Not the Ripley one, but the other one. And it became like a zombie war room, something like that. So yeah, I was actually able to finish my unfinished business by actually walking into that this year. It was also back in March, I think it was, where I got to go to Norway for the first time to see the presentation of the Fourth Cross. That was amazing. Also in March, Moon Knight got started. Moon Knight got started, and it lasted all the way up until my birthday. The season finale lasted up until my birthday this year. So, I love that. April. April had an extremely awesome WrestleMania. Stone Cold came out of retirement. We got to see Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn, which was extremely entertaining. Like, and I know I'm not alone. A lot of people said that WrestleMania lately it sucked, but WrestleMania 38, they're saying it was spectacular. Let's see here. Don't quote me on this, but I think April was the first time I went to a drive-in theater. I think it was. Also in April, I got to participate in the Easter drama for my church. It was Arise My Love, where I got to play Barabbas. That was a play that was supposed to happen back in 2020 before COVID came and slapped it in the face. So, yeah, also in April, got to have that match with Ace Harris back at CMW Evolution's Level Up. It was the Play or Slay match with Ace Harris, and that match was significant because it was my first time being in a very heavily promoted main event match. And the main event match I was in had a stipulation from my own imagination. So that felt really good. That felt extremely good. Back in May, of course, had my birthday. Got to go see Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Had my 100th match in May where I lost the Carolinas Championship to Drew Hood. That sucked, but oh well. I love Drew regardless. Also in May, I got to go bowling with Queen Enterprises. That was fun. Also in May, I got to go preach my first ever church service, and God willing, it won't be the last. I'm just saying, going forward, I'm going to be connecting with the Lord a lot more. I'm going to be in the Bible a lot more this year. That's my major goal this year. Going into the new year. June, I was able to become the CMW Evolution Legacy Champion. I learned how to make my own ice cream back in June. So when summertime comes again, I'm going to be doing that method again. Um, June was also the start of Miss Marvel. I'll give it to Miss Marvel. That was a good series. Also in June, I got a haircut. And before my haircut in June, I haven't had my haircut in over 2 years. So let's see here. 2019 to 2020, that was 1 year. 2020 to 2021, that was another year. December, January, February, March, April, May, June. 2 years and 7 months without a haircut. And it stopped in June. July, I had my match with Brady Collins. Look, I love that match. Alright, I loved that match with Brady Collins. I was able to become a tag team with Mickey Fulp of all people. Even though that didn't last long, I still had fun in that tag team. I was able to make my LWA debut in July because I had that match with Josh the Crusher, I think his name was. Also in July, that very same day of the LWA debut, I was able to go see Thor 4, Thor Love and Thunder. I know that Thor movie gets a lot of bad reviews, but I kind of liked it though. I kind of liked it. Also in July, Vince McMahon retires. Holy crap! The chain of events that happened after that. I also got to enjoy a very good SummerSlam. I'm normally used to SummerSlam happening in August, but this year it happened in July, and it was awesome. Good gravy, Brock Lesnar with his tractor. Ugh. Alright. August. I ended up leaving that grocery store for another job opportunity, but, you know, the less I say about that job, the better. I went swimming, or technically just playing around in a creek with Queen Enterprises. That was funner than I expected it to be, but it wasn't real swimming. But, yeah. Also in August, She-Hulk happened. Yep, She-Hulk happened in August. September. That was my first time ever going to Universal Studios. I gotta say that again. September was the time I went to Universal Studios. That was definitely on my bucket list, and dadgummit, I got to go for not 1, not 2, but 3 freaking days in a row. Let's go! And my trip to Universal down in Orlando, that was actually my first vacation in 9 years. Wow, that was amazing. Let's see here. Moving to October. Of course, I was able to go back to Norway again. Let's see here. And Queen Enterprise went with me that time. That was her first time getting to see my church. Got to go to JC's Frightmare Haunted Attraction. That was fun. Ran into Pennywise and Michael Myers there. Got to have Helpful Man versus Michael Myers. Queen Enterprise had her birthday that month. I was able to go through Halloween as Homelander, which, by the way, The Boys Season 3 this year. Spectacular. Let's see here. Going into November, got to go see Black Panther Wakanda Forever. My anniversary with Queen Enterprise was in November, and that was like a whole week of wow with her. Had the anniversary with her. She was able to spend Thanksgiving with me. And then went to go to WrestleCade up in Winston-Salem, North Carolina for 3 days. Wow, just a 3-day WrestleCade event. Getting to see so many TV talent there. After we left WrestleCade, after we left Winston-Salem, we took a detour to Mayberry, aka Mount Airy. Yeah, we went there. Stopped by Concord, North Carolina. That was the biggest mall in the Carolinas. Good gravy. Yeah, we got to walk through that. We went to the Charlotte Motor Speedway to see the Christmas lights there. That was fun. And of course, here in December, we had the Christmas parade. It was fun walking through that with Emily the Elf and Queen Enterprises. And back on Christmas Eve, I had to get rid of my turtle. Had to get rid of my turtle Donatello. We had that turtle for about 2 years and had to get rid of him. Yeah, because like the night before, I found out that his pool had frozen over and he was trapped under the ice, so I had to save him. And there was no way that he was going to be able to survive the winter here, so we had to go and take him out to a lake to be free. So I had to get rid of my turtle back on Christmas Eve. That was sad. And now, even though the year's not over yet, and even though this event hasn't happened yet, on December 30th, I'm booked for a match in Saluda, South Carolina. I'm booked for a match in Saluda, South Carolina, and that night is significant because I have never missed an action-packed wrestling event since 2014, and this is the night that I will. So I am surprised that that's going to be happening for me. Since I started working for Action Pack Wrestling in 2014, I have never missed a show. Never. And now, here I am, booked going to Saluda. That's very shocking for me. But yeah, even though this year has been extremely packed with events, even though this year I was extremely blessed, this year I still feel a little bit disappointed. Only in myself personally. Like I felt like I dropped the ball somewhere. As far as being a YouTuber, as far as personally goes, I feel like I dropped the ball this year and I could have been better. But you know what? 2023 is going to be very important. And I'll explain why next week, but 2023 is going to be extremely important for me. And honestly, I'm starting my New Year's resolution early. I'm starting it today because my New Year's resolution is to use my anger for good. I'll admit, this year fear has gotten to me heavily. And I don't want to be afraid anymore. But what am I afraid of, though? I wish I knew what it was exactly. I can't answer that question, but I just know that I've been afraid of something. Something has been holding me back this year. And I need to get rid of that, and I need to use my anger for good. I used to be afraid of my anger. That's one thing I used to be afraid of. But you know what? I want to use my anger for good going into the new year. I don't know what that's going to mean, but dadgummit, I got to do it. I need to see that if I can use my anger for my own benefit. And whatever that means, I'm ready for it. If I fall, I fall. I just know that I don't want to be in the same spot next year. Because this time next year, I'm going to be 20-9. 2023, I'm going to be 29. I want 29 to be 25, dagnabbit. And I need a good nickname for 2023. I want to be free in 2023. 2023? Is that a good name for it? Because I get to break free from the mental turmoil that I've been in this past year. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll talk about that more next week. So yeah, until next time, make sure all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year-round. Booyah. I'm out. Love you all. Here comes my hug of appreciation. Bye.